I'm just preempting the dance in the hope that this cuts really well. G'day and welcome to Black Opal Direct. My name's Justin. Well, today we're working on a nice little round knobby. It has a beautiful green and blue colour bar going through the middle and a blob of sand off the side. But I'm hoping that I can pick the right way to face this opal because I think one way is going to be better than the other. This is just a perfect little knobby. It really is, with that colour bar going right in the middle. I am hoping that if I get the gem flashlight, the gem fish, and I shine into that colour bar, that we can see light going through it. And if we see light going through it, that means there's a good chance that we've got a nice stone. Now what I can see with the light is that there's something black inside, so that could be darker colour or that could be potch. So it's a little bit of a scary situation going on here. And by the way, these lights, don't worry, they're available now. All right, well, let's have a crack at trying to get this open and see if it faces a nice stone. I need to figure out which side is going to face better than the other, because I can take it from this side or I can take it from this side. And while Tamika makes lots of noise in the background, I'm concentrating. And I need to bring the light a bit more around. There we go. So you can see here that there's blue, there's green blue that way. So I'm thinking that maybe we're going to take that side off and make that side the back. There's the telltale right there that tells us that it's going to be black. So let's give it a bit of a clean up and see what happens. Oh, a bit low. There we go. All right. Just get rid of that sand off the end. You can see that colour bar is nice and clean there. Yeah, that's good. Beautiful. So there's the perfect sign right there that we're going to have a black opal. I just moved in, just ground a little bit off there, and that little black spot shows up. It's turning into black potch. So that's a bonus for us. And so the biggest risk here is that blob in the middle that the light won't show through. So you can see now, you can see there's a dark, mysterious blob in the center, which could be all just potch. And if it's all potch, then we have a loser. But if it's darker opal, we have a winner. So this is the big challenge. I'm going to take this off. There'll be a little bit of color sitting underneath that white cap, I would imagine. You can see a tiny bit there. So it's time. I'm going in. There's a little bit of colour there, but there's not enough to make anything worthwhile. And now that potch that was showing up is growing bigger, so it just shows that there was really nothing there to be cut. All right, so I'm going to the next layer now. Beautiful black potch, really nice. All right, we're halfway through that potch to the colour, and here's where it really counts. Oh, look at that. Look at that colour. Wow, So we were looking at really quite a aquary blue from the side and hints of green, and now we're turning it sideways and the piece is turning green blue, which is the predominant color is green. So wow, this could change everything. And now I just have to hope that the actual black spot in the middle cleans up too. Wow. Come on. That's some nice play of color. Look at that. Wow. Oh, it's even beautiful and bright on this side. So we could have a really good chance here if that potch all comes out. I hope it does. Had some bad luck lately. The old potch. Come on. Come on, don't be that little blob in the center, please. Oh, you are the blob in the center, aren't you? Come on. Come on, get out. So we have some absolutely sublime color with a big black potch blob right in the center. And I don't even think, I'm not even sure if that is going to come out. Oh man. You can see that like I can see it. I think that that means that that potch is there to stay. You have got to be joking me. Oh, but that side tells me it could. Anyway, I'm going to try a little bit further down before I hit the colour, the potch on the back. And maybe it comes a bit cleaner. Every time I touch the wheel, it does get smaller, but how much smaller? All right, from here on in, I'm just going to give it a shape. I don't want to take any more off the top. We'll do that on the fine wheel. If it comes out, it's going to be magnificent. If it doesn't come out, well, it's going to be okay-ish. Take some of that back off. So I have to interrupt this program to give you today's sponsor, and that sponsor happens to be me. Well, what we're talking about is the new Gemfish IF1. I have spent 2 years developing it with 2 companies to make sure that we make the best gemstone torch we can on the market. And you might ask yourself, why would I buy one of these when I can buy a $50 model? And here's a couple of reasons why. With the Gemfish IF1, you can just plug the torch in and charge it up. About 4 hours charge time, and you get approximately 10 hours of usage on the flashlight. Now the momentary switch, which is on the top there to turn it on and off, makes it really easy to save a lot more on power. So I have got a test model I've been using for about 6 to 8 months, and I haven't even charged it up yet, so it's been unbelievable. Another reason why you would want one of these is when you buy the cheaper model, you have to unscrew the torch, take the battery out, and buy yourself a separate charger that you have to charge the battery up with. So you're spending yourself another $50 to $80 anyway on the charger, and then you have to travel around when you're going on your buying trips or whatever. You have to carry all this with you. With the Gemfish IF1, you got your little USB-C charger port and your pouch, and that's it. The Gem flashlight's perfect for working in lapidary areas or wet areas because it's water resistant. You can buy your Inclusion Finder 1 on our website blackopaldirect.com in tools and merch, or you can click the link in the description of this video. Thanks for watching, and back to the program. Magical colour, magic colour, look at that. Alright, it's time to change to the finer wheel to take it more carefully. Here we are back at the fine wheel, and hoping that this is going to clean up, but the brightest green I've cut in a while actually, but you know, it could go all pear-shaped still. No. Oh yes! 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 The potch just started coming out. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, how lucky. Wow, right on the edge of the border of the potch and the colour. And we have a little bit cleaner. I mean, look at that magnificent colour. That is just crazy. I'm really happy with that. Maybe the dance paid off. That was a close one. Wow, never thought that I would be all the way down to the bottom of that colour bar before that potch came out. And before you ask me, could I have cut it from the other side? There is the chance that I could have, but would the green and blue be as green as it was, or would it just be blue? Now, a lot of the times with these knobbies, you get blue one way and green the other, so you do have to be really careful. I went with the rules that I taught myself, that this stone was going to cut the way the knobby was sitting up. So if I was buying this piece by itself on the opal mining fields, my Inclusion Finder flashlight would have told me to be very cautious. So because it came in a parcel of opal that I averaged out, it still seems like it's going to be pretty good. But if I was to buy that by itself, I would have said, you know what, the Inclusion Finder found that big blob in the middle, I don't want to take the risk. So this time it wasn't the sand that gave us the problems, it was potch hiding in the centre of the stone. And that potch is still in the stone a little bit, but not enough to make a difference. There's plenty of play of colour. It's dangling.
Yeah, keep doing more stuff. The tip is in there. We're out of focus.